There was a guy named Steve. He was the first person to fall to Minecraft. And he was the first person. And he had the power to do anything. So, with all that in mind, he decided to build a way spawner. Actually, he decided to do a cow spawner. He knew he can do anything. So, with all that in mind. But he tried to get rid of the command block and he couldn't. These guys are spawned. They got spawned from here. What if? But then he learned that he could fly. So then he decided working on killing cows and getting food to pretend eat. Then one day he decided to combine all worlds. All he needed was a lever. He was here for several years, and more people have fallen. Wait, what? It didn't work. He tried again, and then it finally worked. They were combining. They were actually combining. He had so much stuff that he started building cameras to see what was happening all the time. He started building protected chests. Not like he was going to use it anytime soon, though. And most of all, he started building aircrafts. But he thought this was not enough. He started to build bigger aircraft. But then again, he made it smaller. So then he tried again. With a warship that was even bigger. He was satisfied. It had lots of room and it had lots of fuel. And it had a lot of storage. And then he started to figure out he could craft anything. he figured out there were conveyor belts. He made his own rules. And the conveyor belt is going up. But then he realized there were no players. They were only the mobs. Then players started coming in. They wondered what happened. While he was killing this cow, he saw what this conveyor belt, and he wondered what it was. He saw everything. Then he looked up. He found the source of everything. He saw that cows were spawning. He saw cows spawning in. Then an egg dropped. He saw skeletons roaming. He saw this. He saw that. Everything was crowded. He checked his camera. He still saw everything. He spotted his camera. That's rude. Since when were cats here? He became obsessed with everything. But then he wondered what would happen if you put some obsidian, flint, and steel and this mystery still remains. How did he know this? Some say it was lucky he found this out. Some say, well, everyone says he's lucky, but in reality, he made this dimension. He made this dimension. He made it out of gold, netherrack, and some other things. He still left his signature mark. He made it, and he'll keep it. He forgot he had this little thing. He decided he would kill some mobs for fun. Why is this guy so fast? He was always the best. He just started off without knowing what to do, but in reality, no one can beat him. He got done, and he continued on doing his stuff. Fell. He realized he had stuff that I wasn't supposed to have. So he decided to just throw it into the lake. Then he continued on trying to figure out what this place was. This guy saw everything. He saw what happened and what didn't happen. Actually, he saw everything. Another one spawned in. Landed on food. And then he had to eat, or else he'll die in this one world that got combined. He saw cows everywhere. He saw it was about to become night, or it was already night. He went to check on his thing, and he saw that there was rings. Whatever this was, it came from this universe. But he could never escape this universe, no matter how much he tried. So then he started building even bigger conveyor belts. It was much more fun for him. He started making some that went all the way to the villager. Put something in, run the new one. Started putting some of that in, boom, run the new one. Grass, on the old one. technically just straight with a little bit down. Started doing some stuff. This was for surely the awesomest thing ever to him. Then he did it again. It was so fun for him. One went on the wrong side, but it was fine. Because then he could use what he just got. Or maybe he just got it. He could use it to connect it to this chest. He failed one time, but he wasn't gonna fail again. They were coming. The stuff was coming. It either went on one side or the other. That side was it. Now it's under his control. Whatever he chooses doing with this combined world, it won't be good. Found something wrong.
Hi everybody! Please! Oh, don't be going my hand.
Then everything was fine after.
That is pretty true.
Then he saw his stuff come in. Then he realized something.
Oh, yeah.
He should build a factory.
But thanks for showing me.
He knew it would be super satisfying. Out of different blocks. He knew it would be very satisfying. He knew it would be very satisfying. So he just kept doing it more and more. Jumble stuff. He knew it was very satisfying. It was coming in, it was coming in. He needed one of these. really satisfying. It would be like a factory. An awesome, super cool looking factory. And then he sent another one back. He made this as a mistake, but he thought it would be kind of cool. So then he did this again, but the other way to the chest. He decided to cut it so he was able to see all his conveyor belts. But then he got confused. And then he did it. Then he decided to make the biggest chest ever. But then he couldn't. So he decided to make it even more of a factory. But then there was a problem. It never went out of the other ones. He never knew how to fix that. I didn't know there was still a conveyor belt. It was just glitching for him. Doesn't happen on a lost server, but it happens. He knew he didn't have to do that. He just had to fill it with random stuff. So then he just started throwing random things in there. Other than his other stuff. Then he decided to grab everything random. He didn't care, he just did it. It kind of looked like a factory to him. Then he started killing mobs. But then he felt something. The world became part of him. Wait, actually, he knew it didn't. The world did not become part of him. He just felt like someone new was coming in. A new player joined. It was a scientist. These zombies do look very, very mad, she said. Why not conduct some experiments? First, I'll take some slime. Oh, and then, ah! How did that happen? And where am I? And there's so many cows. She did not like cows. Ah! She did not like cows. Wait, but then she went back up because she liked them actually. Hello, cow. You look very happy. As any scientist would do, they started building wood. Getting wood, actually. But then it stopped. She couldn't do it. And she spawned back in. She realized it regenerated. This was no ordinary world, she said. She later found another slime block to use the clutch. She just flew. How did she do that? That's impossible for her. Before she could look, boom, she fell. Then she got blew up and sent back here. Then she respawned and died. She somehow spawned on the top of its thing. She went to the top and saw there were rings everywhere. This was no ordinary world, she said. She said it was a combined world. Only the first player to fall, only the first person to ever make it onto Minecraft could do that. And she was correct. The first person did it. The first person had unlimited power. No one could beat it but except his thing. So she just started having fun and going around the thing. Woo! Then she fell. She spawned back at the exact same place. Then she started running again. Woo! Then she did a long jump and died. And fell and died. But then she realized she could die a lot of times and she'll be transferred back to her world. But no matter how many times she did it, she just stayed in this world. Then she jumped. One time she jumped down this thing, and she never took damage. One time, like this, she never knew how that was possible. She tried dying in the most weirdest places, in the weirdest ways ever. Then she jumped one time and still died, even though she never took damage both times. She tried making it onto that point, but was useless. Then she realized she could conduct an experiment to make her being creative. Okay, she did it, and it didn't work. Okay, when she tried, she couldn't. Okay, this combined world is definitely a lot. She thought everything was hopeless until a slime block just suddenly popped into her inventory. Then she used a slime block and missed the clutch. She conducted an experiment to make another one, and then she jumped again and made the clutch and died somehow. Arrows were trying to shoot at her. She had to do this very fast. While she was backing up, she heard and died. But she tried. However many times she tried, she couldn't make it to her world. Every world was combined. She tried shifting before she got to the surface. That did nothing. Might work one time. Then she realized she could conduct more experiments. Then she did one for 63, and it worked. Awesome. And just when she placed it down, it broke on the rings. She tried ruining the thing, but didn't work. Didn't work? But how? This thing is indestructible, she said. Everything for nothing. Then she constructed one more and made the clutch. Or did she didn't? Okay. Instead of a slime block, she gave herself a slow falling potion. Or not. Then she got herself a potion of slow falling for the first 2 seconds. She was able to be in creative without it immediately being turned off. So she made the clutch before, she'll do it again. Didn't work? But how? She did this a million times. How does not work? She got herself some extra and then made it. Or not. Somehow. Then she put herself in creative again for a little bit until it was auto turned off. She made it once, she'll do it again. She did it. The clutch was actually possible in this world. So now, her only goal was to find out what this place was. Then, she found the Nether portal. She would be discovering the secrets of how it was made. Then the ender thing breaks just because of a creeper. She could not do it. Then she died again. She knew she could jump and do it. Or not. This time, she was getting so mad, she started doing boat clutches. And those were pretty easy for her. Don't even ask why. Or not. She did it again. For the first couple seconds she could. And then, boom, her creative mode went out. Okay. She had to do it on a flat surface. She did it for about 2 seconds and then broke both of her kneecaps. She did this. She could do this. Or not. She knew she could do it. She have done this trillions of times. She really tried a lot to get down. She was so close that time that she even went crazy and did a water bucket clutch. You may think this is lava, but no. Wait, how is she getting creative mode? She wondered. Then creative mode instantly went and then fell. Somehow. She said, over here, there was darkness. But then, she instantly regretted that. She knew she couldn't give up. She went crazy, pushed all her effort, and got the fake lava bucket and went. She was getting really, really mad until no. Okay. She knew when she spun, she would go back to her world. Okay. 3, 2, 1.